Okay, so this reading is for Gemini, and this is going to be secrets or information that Gemini is withholding and does not want to face. I do have this in infrared so that when you see the shimmer here or whatever, you know that it is spirit coming into the room. And as always, I'm going to start off with the blind Bible poll to see what message we have for Gemini and their secret. Spirit, tell me when to stop. We're at 2 Chronicles, starting with 3. So it's 2 Chronicles 17:3, and we're starting with 3. It says the Lord was with Jehoshaphat because he followed the ways of his father David before him. He did not consult the Baals, but sought the God of his father and followed his commands rather than the practices of Israel. The Lord established the kingdom under his control, and all Judah brought gifts to Jehoshaphat so that he had great wealth and honor. His heart was devoted to the ways of the Lord. Furthermore, he removed the high places and the Asherah poles from Judah. In the 3rd year of his reign, he sent his officials Ben-Hail, Obadiah, Zechariah, Nathaniel, Micaiah to teach in the towns of Judah. With them were certain Levites. They taught throughout Judah, taking with them the book of the law of the Lord, and taught the people. The fear of the Lord fell on the kingdom, on the land surrounding Judah. So they did not go to war against Jehoshaphat. Some Philistines brought Jehoshaphat gifts and silver as tribute, and the Arabs brought him flocks, 7,700 rams and 7,700 goats. It says it became more and more powerful. He built forts and store cities in Judah and had large supplies in the towns of Judah. He also experienced fighting men in Jerusalem. Their enrollment by families was as follows. So this is talking about somebody having a compound or being on a compound. Okay, so far we have a Gemini that lives on a compound or has a compound or is looking at doing something along the lines of a compound. So what is the secret with Gemini in this compound? All right, so somebody has lost their power due to certain decision making and principles in regards to divinity. So for power, it says power is maintained through clarity and courage and lost through confusion and vacillation. This Gemini might be somebody who has been experiencing confusion lately. It says decisions. When we do right, we cannot go wrong. This Gemini, due to the confusion, could possibly be confused on what is the right decision to make. We have principles. To be a principal player for the divine, one must follow the divine's principles. So somebody is not living in a good way. And divinity, it says human means God and man. Somebody is not wanting to believe in God, or somebody is not wanting to represent God, or somebody is too confused in a state of mind to represent God, or somebody is being forced to deny God due to the people they're around. We're going to see what the Oracle Energy deck says. We have the element of water in reverse, the hand of Fatima in reverse, the sigil of Avalon in reverse, we have element of air in the upright, and the sun in reverse. So with the element of water in reverse, this person is not able to go with the flow. They are finding it hard to adapt to certain changes that are happening with this compound or on this compound. And possibly even getting a lack of fluids or waters in their system. Could possibly be encountering a flood on the compound. So over excessive water. We have Hand of Fatima. Somebody's intuition is not working. Their senses are not working. Their knowledge behind stuff is not it's not moving as fast as they are. With the sigil of Avalon in reverse, so somebody who is able to control their environment, control which way things flow. This person is also making it very difficult for this Gemini. Element of air. So this could be that out of all resources, air is the one thing that they know that they can rely on, or there's possibly something within their air environment that they are getting too much of. Um, or there's enough space on this compound between people that somebody is not really paying attention to what's going on with this Gemini. Last, we have the sun in reverse. So this Gemini could be sad, could be isolating themselves, could be getting a lack of sunlight, um, could be having a hard time finding something to live for, to be happy about. This person to me feels boxed in, feels like they don't have choices, and feels unhappy with where they're at in this part of their life. We have an element of fire that came through, so this person could also be finding themselves in disputes lately. There is something regarding there's a Knight of Pentacles. So this is a young person coming in with a promise, right? So somebody, a teenager, young adult, has come into this situation with some type of promise that was made to somebody on this compound or about this compound. And then we have the Four of Wands. So this person has given a promise to a female, a partner, again within this compound or on this compound. But then we have the Five of Pentacles. This promise is potentially threatening the shelter or the stability of this Gemini and somebody else. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So there is a certain amount of adults who are going against other adults, and that is because some are approving of this young couple and some are not. Here we have the Six of Cups. This is stating that there is an older sibling who is not being a good role model for a younger sibling, and there is some type of dispute going on about this. I'm going to pull some more and see if I can get more information on that. You tell me about the Four of Wands. So, with the Four of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, which is, again, a younger female here, a possible teenager, young adult, who is looking to plant her wand, her opportunity there on the property. We have an older female, Seven of Wands, who is coming in behind her and in a very aggressive, threatening manner, ripping this wand about the ground. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse and then Justice. So there is a marriage that is trying to take place, and an abundance of something that is trying to take place. There is no justice at the moment. So if I was to look at all of these, I would say a young couple, one of them has come in with a proposal, possibly to marry. Not sure why. I don't know if she's pregnant or what, or if they just truly just want to get married. And because the housing situation is looking like it's in jeopardy, this could mean that it's going to displace some people. And I feel like with the Justice card coming out, there are people on the property that feel like it's not right. Something is very wrong with this situation, and so it's causing disagreements. These people are going to be ending up getting married, even though it's being frowned upon. The secret here is the male is running towards the Ace of Cups. So the male is wanting to get married. The Six of Cups is the female, and she is moving in the opposite direction. So he is headed towards the marriage. She's headed the other way. Who is this female dealing with that doesn't want to deal with the Knight of Swords? So we have the Knight of Wands and then the High Priestess in reverse. So there is another male, but this male's mother doesn't like this female. Do these two guys know about each other? So with the Four of Swords, there could be two partners that this female is entertaining. Both of these people could possibly be on the same property. One knows about the other does not know about the other. And because a proposal has come into place, there is now a feeling of somebody needs to speak up and speak the truth. The female is panicking about this. In the Four of Swords card, it looked like she was laying on the bed holding her stomach. Could be possibly a pregnancy with it. If that's the case, she does not know who the father is. This person is definitely an older or younger sibling. And with the sibling card in reverse, but then you have the Nine of Swords. So somebody has slept with their sibling's person. This betrayal is not something that was done by accident. This is just another form of several betrayals that this sibling does to their older or younger sibling. There is something about a broken heart with either three siblings or three partners. So this could be being done because of a dysfunction between the sibling rivalry. This is their way of getting them back, or because of how they grew up in a household. Either way, the Four of Cups is in reverse. So this person is sitting here knowing that the cups they have are dirty, not really fulfilling, and what they're not seeing is that the Most High has been helping them with partners to kind of help with the situation that they're in as far as home environment, but this person is turning these people down. So this teenager, young adult is choosing to stay in a toxic environment. Yeah, what does Gemini have to do with this? Yeah, there are several secrets going on here. See, so we have the girl falling up underneath the moon, which means there are things going on that people are not aware of. Things that are purposely being kept secret. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles, so this young adult. Um, they're appearing to be somewhat self-reliant, self-efficient. Possibly has a job, making income, has no problem splurging this income made. People are seeing this get splurged. And then we have a child here. When you put these cards together, you have a man who is dropping his coins on the way to go see the child, almost as if like, here, let me throw you this as long as you be quiet. Like, don't say you saw me here, type of thing. So because this is happening, this person who is a Page of Knights is never going to make it to the Page of Cups. Okay, this person, reason why is because they have possibly had something done to them as a child that has altered or skewed the way that they look at love or feel love. And because of what they're doing with this property and this young person, divine, one, is separating the soul from the body, the human body, but two, is also showing them that you're going to get what you receive. So you're sitting here saying you want real love, real love. You're dealing with this person over here. You've even proposed to him, but yet you're sneaking off over here and paying people to be quiet. So God, in a sense, is like, you don't deserve who you're trying to get right now. And by the actions, if this is really a child that this person is doing it to, Divine is going to make sure that they don't really have the urge to love and they don't receive it again. This person had potential to cultivate a family tree of their own. They have the resources for this to be deeply rooted and well grounded, but it came in reverse. So this is showing that all that is on the mind are sex, drugs, and money. And unfortunately, this tree is not going to grow pentacles for this person. So when these pentacles stop falling into their hands, they're going to be fucked. We have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So there is an older figure, male, father, grandpa, uncle. There's an older male figure here who is well aware of what is going on. You see he's got the flashlight in his hand and he's sitting down on the beanbag. This person is quiet, possibly blends in with the furniture. People rarely remember that they're there, and they're the ones that are seeing everything that is going on. This Gemini is having a hard time not speaking up about this issue. the reason why this Gemini is not speaking up about this issue is because there's some type of false peace that they are trying to okay, so this card can go either two ways. There's either some type of false peace that this Gemini is trying to focus on when it comes to this Leo. So they're not speaking up. They don't want to add any more stress or cause any more disruption to the household in regards to this Leo. But it also could be that this Gemini is not able to say anything until this Leo is around, because that's when they feel they have their strength. They have given this young male, this Knight of Cups, too many options. They have given him too much freedom around the house and the property. This young man could even possibly be a creeper. You see, he's trying to decide whose house he's going to go visit today. The Devil card coming out. This behavior could be due to an addiction that is happening on the property. So if there's an addiction involved and this person is messing with a younger sibling of somebody, one, people don't need to be quiet about that type of situation because it's a child involved. Two, both the child and him need therapy. But three, he shouldn't have access to the younger child at all. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles is the family card. So this is going to come out. What does Gemini have to do with this? So Gemini could possibly be doing their best to protect this younger person, this younger female, nesting her into certain areas of the home so that people can't find her if they do come looking for her, or to where people don't want to go back to a certain part of the property or home to look for her because they're that lazy or whatever. And this is how they're able to prolong what they've already been engaging in. But I guess in a sense trying to stop it or slow it down. There is friction between a maternal figure and two younger girls. This maternal figure wants to act as if they have everything balanced and in the upright when it comes to their household. What they don't realize is one of the females has many, 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 many cups that she has been drawing from. So somebody who has like multiple boyfriends, or is prostituting herself, or sugar daddy, or something along the lines. Okay. And this younger female, the Ten of Swords is in reverse. So if it was in the upright, I would say she felt abandoned, lost, and looking at turmoil coming in mentally, but it was in reverse. So something has not happened yet to this younger female to cause a drastic depression or mood change, emotional change for her. So I would say maybe it hasn't gotten sexual like that yet, but inappropriate things are happening. Whether it's they are exploited to it, or they're around it, or they talk about it. Yeah, Gemini does not want to be associated with this. That's why they're putting their energy in the back, but they're pushing the people on the property or around this property forward. It's more so about them knowing a secret that they're holding on to than them actually having a secret. We have indecision, delays, mental turmoil, and blocked off. So it is very much bothering this Gemini that they know that this is happening, and it is upsetting them. We have procrastination, confusion, arguments, and bad choices. So procrastination, they are putting off telling what is actually happening. A confusion, these kids could be lying, or could be saying that it's something different than what they're confronted with. Arguments, when anything is possibly said in order to test the waters out on whether or not they can come completely clean with what they've noticed. They're seeing arguments are happening, right? And so it's making them feel as if it's a bad choice to come forward. This person, this Gemini, feels that there's teamwork on the property that is allowing this behavior to happen, or helping for this behavior to happen. This Gemini also feels that these adults have a shared goal, possibly. There is definitely heartbreak, betrayal, and loneliness, and a health risk at hand here with these young adults, young people. There's also a deceit going on, okay? So there's a theft that happened. There is a lot of spying being done in areas that are inappropriate. And there's manipulation that is happening. So these kids could be seeing something going on the property that shouldn't be going, and they're using it as leverage for their actions to be kept secret. And we have inequality, extortion. See, so I just told you they're using it as leverage to keep their actual secret quiet from maybe like the main adults or parent figures or something. So somebody is being extorted for this information, even possibly bought out with gifts or money or whatever to keep quiet. A blank card? Somebody's drawing a blank? That's weird. We have an energy shift. So there's going to be an energy shift on the property. It's going to be intense. And this says being exposed. So the truth is going to come out. Somebody in their behavior is going to be exposed. We have rumors spreading. We have the woman of the house. So there is clarity that was asked to be given. Possibly clarity on if the mother is well aware of what is going on with the children. Clarity on how to approach the mother on what is going on with the children. Clarity on how to get out of the extortion. I don't know, but there was clarity that was asked for. We have emotional unavailability. So somebody is doing their best to cut themselves off emotionally from this entire situation because whatever is happening is not right. And somebody is realizing that they are waking up to something that they weren't seeing before. And the last one we have, how wasn't it? Last one we have is the body hears the message. So that makes me feel like somebody is not awake when this is happening, or somebody is inebriated. Somebody is not aware when something is going on with them, and was possibly caught doing this, and that's where the extortion's coming from. I'm going to pull a couple random cards, and these will help be your confirmation that this reading is for you. These cards are going to be things that you think about, have said, talked about, joked about, whatever. We have raptor attacks, a tiny horse. Didn't they get a pony? Didn't they get a pony? Someone channel surfing. We have completely unwarranted advice. We have casually suggested threesomes. We have bees. We have pedophiles. We have exactly what you expect. And men discussing their feelings. So this property could have pedophiles on it. And people are keeping it on the hush. Alright, so that is all I have for Gemini. If you have any further questions or want a in-depth read, more in-depth read that is put together for your sign, your birthday, your signature, exactly, reach out to me. My email is in the description box. And other than that, don't forget to view my other videos and hit like, share, and subscribe.